Most of us who travel an extensive part of the year become very accustomed to occasionally having things not go the way we thought they were going to. You know, you miss a flight or you get to a hotel and you're at the wrong hotel on the wrong day or something like that. And I met a man several months ago who was a very, very high-level executive at a big corporation, and he traveled very extensively. And because of the nature of his business and the workload that he traveled with an administrative assistant everywhere he went. Well, unfortunately for this guy, his administrative assistant was a rather beautiful young lady. Well, like everybody else that travels a lot, sooner or later something was going to go wrong. One day they missed a flight. They arrived in this town way too late in the day, checked into their hotel. When they walked up to the front desk, the man behind the desk said, "I have some very bad news for you. We're overbooked. We only have one room left." Well, the executive got very indignant, and he said, "This young lady is very professional. She travels all over the world with me. That's a horrible situation to put us in, where you only have one room for the two of us." And the guy behind the desk, in his normal, casual manner, said, "Hey, you hear what I said? I only have one room left. You want it or not?" He said, "All right, we'll take it. We'll figure out something." So they went up to the room to kind of rearrange the furniture, got things prepared for evening, and naturally the lovely young lady got the bed with 16 pillows on it, and the boss got the couch. Shortly after the lights went out, there was this little voice over in the corner. The boss said, "Brenda," he said, "it's very cold sleeping on this couch without a blanket." He said, "Would you get up and see if you can find me a blanket?" What is quiet for a moment, then Brenda said, "I have a better idea than that." She says, "Given the circumstances, why don't we just pretend we're married tonight?" Well, the boss was more than just casually stunned by that, but he thought about it. He said, "Well, okay, that's what you want to do." She says, "Good. Get your own blanket." There's a bald eagle with his wings spread, and he's getting ready to take off. And I painted that way back in 1984 to represent Americans. It's our national emblem. Obviously, it represents all of us. Most important problem this eagle has, he's getting ready to fly, but he can't go because he's got a huge chain on his leg, and I painted that to represent something you've heard about all your life. You ever heard about your ball and chain? Your perception of all the burdens you're dragging through the world? 1984, for whatever reason, I woke up one day and I was looking around the world. What I discovered that in our country, there were approximately 250 million people in those days, living in the greatest country in the world, and everybody was complaining because life here was too difficult. And so that's how I represent the eagle with a chain on his leg. Felt like somebody ought to do something about that, so I painted the other side of the painting. The other side of the painting, over the far side, I have the Statue of Liberty silhouetted against the sunset. And I painted the Statue of Liberty to represent what it represents to everybody in the world, freedom. But more specifically in my painting, freedom from your ball and chain, a way out of this horrible dilemma we all think we live in. The most important part in my mind is up behind there, little rays of sunshine coming down out of a cloud, which represent just exactly that. The little rays of sunshine come down in life every day. The title of my painting is simple. It's called Keep Faith. It's my firm belief, if you get up every day, look at the eagle, recognize life is tough. Some days it's brutal. Hopefully the future's over on the other side. Take full responsibility for the outcome of every day. Go out and look for the rays of sunshine and quit waiting for somebody to bring them to you. You're going to be amazed how different your world starts to look.